Atlanta Plugged In starts now.
During these challenging times, many small businesses are looking for help and wondering what they can do right now to survive. That's why the government created the PPP Relief Initiative. Here to tell us more about the Paycheck Protection Program is Luke Voiles. He's an expert on helping small businesses get access to PPP relief funds. Welcome, Luke. So what is the PPP Relief Fund and how does it help small businesses?
The PPP fund is the Paycheck Protection Program. It was allocated as part of the CARES Act. They allocated $349 billion to what really are forgivable loans to small businesses. So small businesses can apply for up to 2.5 times their average monthly payroll. And if they continue to pay their employees and continue to pay other qualifying expenses like rent and utilities, then they can apply to the SBA for forgiveness on a loan. So they don't have to pay back any of it in some cases. So it really turns into effectively a grant. It's a pretty amazing program that small businesses should really look into.
And how exactly is QuickBooks involved?
Sure, it's two things really. So QuickBooks has a technology-enabled lending business called QuickBooks Capital. We've applied that technology to the PPP program. So we have an automated application process for certain of our payroll population, payroll customers and self-employed customers that use the TurboTax software. So a payroll customer, for example, can come in and start their application and they'll just review the calculation that we created for them and validate their accuracy. And then they can review their personal information and then review their business information. And based on most of the data that we already have in the system, with their consent, we'll automate that application. In most cases, it could take less than 10 minutes for a small business to get through that application. I think the main intent or reason why QuickBooks is leaning in here is that our mission is to power prosperity for small businesses, and small businesses are really struggling right now. We serve 6 million small businesses with our QuickBooks accounting software. 1.4 million of those small businesses use us for processing payroll. We actually pay 1 in 12 working Americans through our payroll business. And so with the Paycheck Protection Program, we're able to keep those workers employed. If you look at the average business that we're serving in our payroll business, 80% of them have less than 10 employees. 57% have less than 5 employees. Like, these are the small mom and pops on Main Street that really are having trouble and need access to these funds, and we're doing everything we can through our automated process to help them get it. As I described, it's a pretty seamless and automated process. Most banks have loan officers and manual processes here. You'd have to upload a bunch of documentation as proof, like your tax forms. So our process is just seamless and easy if you happen to be a QuickBooks customer that uses us for payroll or TurboTax.
Thanks for the info, Luke. Be sure to visit quickbooks.com/PPP.